everybody, welcome to the Eat section on Mr. Traveler. Today we're going to be doing a chicken Mexi bowl. It's going to be good. I have over here some Parmesan cheese, some rice-a-roni Spanish rice, some coconut cooking oil, Weber's Grill kicking chicken, garlic powder, lemon powder, salt. This is my secret, the liquid smoke. Black pepper, have some smoked paprika, and ground cumin seed. So I'm going to start off by marinating the chicken. I have 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And I'm wearing a latex glove so I don't have to wash my hands on my left hand, and I'll put the ingredients in my right. So you're going to put about a teaspoon of salt in here, maybe about a half a teaspoon of pepper, about a half a teaspoon of the cumin, half a teaspoon of the smoked paprika, about a half a teaspoon of the liquid smoke, a little shake of the lemon pepper here, and maybe about a quarter teaspoon of the garlic powder. The kicking chicken is pretty good, but it's a little spicy. If you don't like it, you can leave this out. But I give it a nice little shaking, and I toss it to coat both sides. You want to put this in the refrigerator and let it marinate for at least an hour or so. Overnight's even better. All right, so we got the chicken going in the refrigerator marinating, and now we're going to get our one pot ready to do our rice-a-roni. This is some good stuff, the Spanish rice. I love it. It's usually about $1. We start off with 2 tablespoons of butter. Got the we put the pan on like a medium low, and in my other pan I'm gonna do some roast corn. I usually like to do my corn on the grill and then saw it off the cob, but I don't have any today, so it's gonna be the fresh frozen corn, and that's just about a tablespoon of butter. Now you dump the rice. There's a flavor packet in the rice-a-roni. Take that out and hold on to it. You dump the rice right into the butter there. Okay, so you want to coat this is a rice and a vermicelli mix, and you want to coat the butter on there. And you just cook this. It only takes maybe like 2 minutes. You want the rice to turn a little brown. We'll add our corn. Now I'm not going to use all this corn for this particular recipe, but we'll use some of it, and we'll save some corn for something else. You want to put about a half a teaspoon of salt, dash of pepper. I just put a little bit of the garlic powder in there. That's up to you. If you want to make it a little spicier, you can add some paprika to it or some cayenne pepper or whatever you like. I like to put a little bit more of the kicking chicken in here too. I like mine to be a little spicy. So you see there's no water at all. We'll kind of coat it. I've got this on the medium heat too, and we'll let that cook. And our rice is starting to get brown. Okay, so as you can see, our rice has got nice and brown now, the rice and the vermicelli. You add the seasoning mix from the box and 2 cups of water. Pour it slowly in there so you don't bubble up on yourself here. 2 cups of water. Give her a little stir to mix up, and you want to turn the heat down to low to get a nice simmer. Got 2 cups of water in there, and we close the lid and you cook it for 15 to 20 minutes on the low simmer. I find that it typically gets done in about 15 because you don't want to overcook it, but we'll check it in 15 minutes and see how it's looking. I also turned up the heat on the rice to medium high on the corn, because as you start to cook the corn, the moisture starts coming out of there. Remember, we want to get a nice roast on here almost sauteing the corn. So we'll keep the corn going for about another 5 minutes or so, constantly stirring it. We'll come back and check our rice in 15 minutes and see in a few. So it's been just about 15 minutes and our rice is looking good. It has absorbed most of that moisture. So I have turned the heat off and given it a little stir. And you want to just close it up, get it off the heat, close it up, and let it sit for about 5 minutes. We'll let it sit while our chicken's cooking. Our corn was also done, and so it was maybe about a total of about 7 minutes altogether. It's really tasty. I've got my griddle going so we can get our chicken in. I've got my chicken that we marinated, and here's my little 2-cent tip, I guess. I used my glove earlier, but I also use little cheap fold and close sandwich baggies so I don't have to wash my hands. And onto our griddle. You can use olive oil or vegetable oil if you like, but since this is kind of a tropical kind of a dish, I like using this coconut cooking oil because it kind of infuses the flavor of the coconut into the chicken. It's really good. So just put a liberal amount on our grill just so the chicken doesn't stick. Make sure it's nicely evenly coated. And we'll also coat that a little bit more when we put the chicken down. This is like Benihana style, right? So we got our chicken going. And should cook about 2 minutes on this side, and we will flip it over. You want to make sure you get the oil underneath the chicken there. And while it's cooking on that side, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my subscribers for watching and being loyal. Stay tuned for next Tuesday's Tip Tuesday. And any comments, questions, concerns, whatever you got, please click below. I always like to respond to my viewers. Any questions that you have, I'm glad to do it. If there's any topics you want to see or maybe some other recipes, I love cooking, I love traveling. It's all good. So we'll give this chicken a couple minutes to cook on this side, and we'll check back on you in just a minute. Okay, so it's been 2 minutes, and we're gonna give the chicken a flip. Just got a nice light brownness there. And one thing you don't want to do is overcook the chicken and get it tough. You want it to be thoroughly done, but yet still moist and flavorful. So we're going to give it about 2 minutes on this side, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. So it's been another 2 minutes. So we've been cooking for a total of 4 minutes, and here's what I'm going to do. I have a plate ready at the side, and I'm going to take 3 of these chicken breasts off. And I'm going to work with these ones. And remember I said Benihana style. The chicken is not fully cooked at this point, but it will be shortly. I want to cut this into strips, or you can cube it. Doesn't have to be nothing fancy. There's one of the strips. It's just about cooked. You can still see it's a little bit pink in there. We're going to toss that around. I'm going to do 2 of these breasts at a time so it doesn't bog down my grill and flop over on everywhere, you know. So I'm just going to take 2 of these breasts, and we're going to continue to saute them and flip them around here for probably about 2 more minutes until they're fully cooked. Okay, so we put the last 2 breasts on, and I decided I'm gonna cut these all in half, just make it more of a dice. You can see there, all the pink is gone. We cooked them between a total of between 6 and 7 minutes. So when we put these back on, we cooked them for another 2 to 3 minutes. You just want to make sure that there is no pink. Make sure they're cooked thoroughly. But again, you don't want to cook it for too long. So that it retains its moisture. All right, so here we go. We have some pre-made salad that I got from the store. Put a little bit in each bowl. Here's our rice that we cooked earlier. Give it a little fluff. And you'll add a spoonful or two onto your salad. Add a spoonful of our roasted corn. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Of course, we gotta have the star of the show, our grilled chicken on top. And I like avocados in mine. Everybody doesn't have to have it. And I'm going for the blue cheese. And my wife enjoys the Italian.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Don't need too much dressing on there because the flavors are so good in here. So that's it. That's our Mexi bowl. Grilled chicken Mexi bowl from Mr. Traveler and Mrs. Traveler. And I hope you enjoy. And it's time to dig in. All right, so we're digging in. We're gonna have a little bit of our Parmesan oregano.
It smells even better. It's really good. I can hear the crunch.
For whatever cheese you like on there, none at all. Yeah, whatever. Get creative.
Oh, it smells wonderful.
Oh, that's too big of a bite to put on TV. Hey, thanks for watching. Bon appetit.
That's really good. Yummy. Bye, guys.